My crazy MAGA coworker flips out when I talk to her 10-yo daughter about Mulan. I, 19F, work part-time in childcare at my church with a middle-aged woman, I'll call her Amy, who I thought was very sweet at first, until her true self started to show. She has a 10-year-old sheltered, homeschooled daughter who absolutely adores me. I'll call her Elle, and I'm essentially her only friend. Here are some things that I've learned about this family when I went over for a play date with Elle. Elle co-sleeps with her parents and doesn't have a bed of her own. They use reusable cloth toilet paper in the bathroom. They're all vegan and the house reeks of spoiled vegetables. Elle isn't allowed to watch certain movies and shows, for example, Frozen 2, because it contains spirits. Amy is borderline racist. You know, one of those people who thinks that they aren't because they have friends who are black. But I noticed that kids in our classroom with different ethnicities always got in trouble way more when I was working with Amy, even if it very clearly wasn't their fault. So yeah, kind of weird and kind of nasty. I started distancing myself from her, but again, her daughter loves me, so it was difficult. Anyway, one day at work, Elle asked me who my favorite Disney princess was, and I said it was either Belle or Mulan. She said, "Who's Mulan?" And I started explaining her story, because Mulan, one of my favorite movies of all time. Amy overheard and pulled me aside, telling me that Elle wasn't allowed to watch Mulan because it promoted feminist and cultural ideals that she didn't want in their household. What? I just kind of laughed and shrugged it off, thinking that was it, until the next morning when I received the following text. "Good morning. Just wanted you to know that I absolutely adore you, my name. Our views on some social issues are completely opposite, and that's okay. You have been raised a certain way, and I've lived a whole life at this point, LOL, so our views and beliefs have been shaped differently. Despite that, none of those beliefs change our salvation status with the Lord, and that's what's most important. Elle isn't exposed to a lot of things for good reason, and some might not make sense to you, which again is okay. Just know that although we differ in views on certain things, we love you for you and not your political or social views. And I am always open to conversations about both when it's between you and me. Elle doesn't need to be around for those chats. You are loved. I hope you have an awesome Wednesday." Oh man, I genuinely feel bad for Elle because she's a sweet kid and loves to read just like I did at her age, but she's extremely limited in what forms of media she's allowed to consume, and she's completely homeschooled, so the only information she's getting is from Amy. No outside opinions or other kids to socialize with. She's the only reason why I haven't cut off completely contact with my insane coworker.